ninja moves, you know? I'm sorry. We're talking about when all the good shots or the good stuff that you say, the best moments
happens off camera.
Including the introduction to this conversation.
Yes. And so, you know, like you have those ninja moves, like that moment when you drop something, you're like, oh, and you just grab it, and you're like, ha, and nobody was around to see you do it. And you're
just like, I just pulled off the most amazing, incredible physical feat of my entire life, and nobody saw that.
So it's like it never even happened.
Because if you go to tell people about it, they're just like, yeah, right, whatever.
yeah.
No, it seriously happened. Yeah, we know. Sure it did. We'll just watch. I'll do it again, and then you fall and you make a fool out of yourself.
And then when you actually make a fool of yourself, you get it on camera. I actually got it on camera where she punched me in the eye when we were dancing.
I'm sorry. Can't
We're just dancing. She's
you
like,
let it go? It was 3 years.
it's on film. How let it go?
Go.
Recordings are forever.
3 years ago. Let it go.
I did. I let it go with the wind and all the colors.
And the wind just keeps bringing it back.
It's like a tornado.
A hurricane.
One misstep in a turn and not realizing that she was there, and I'm haunted for the rest of my life.
You haunt me for not having a brain.
It's because you don't.
And I'm being very modest right now. I don't. I don't have a brain.
At least she admits it.
I know. I'm
Honesty makes up for it.
I'm just plain stupid. I just got along with it. All right. And I think I'm going to lose this topic. Going on to the next thing.
I like bunnies.
I do like bunnies. I'm rather fond of the cottontail variety.
Actually, my favorite form of bunny is the flying mint bunny from Italia. It's adorable. I'm sorry. I got my children at daycare even, drawing it. It's adorable.
I like real bunnies better.
I like dwarf bunnies. We're talking about real bunnies.
I
Dwarf
do
bunnies.
like dwarf bunnies.
No, it's really sad.
It's 15 years old.
No, I think the worst experience I ever had with a bunny was we found this bunny in our backyard one day, and it was hurt, so we decided that we were going to keep it and let it get better for a few weeks, and it was fine, and then my dad was like, okay, well, now we're going to go, we're going to take it, we're going to put it back in the woods across the street from the house. So I'm like probably 6 or 7, and I had my ears pierced. And so I went up and I was cuddling the little bunny, and then I went to go pull him away, and somehow his ear got stuck on my earring.
That reminds me of the time that I had
So
a hamster.
I had part of the bunny ear in my ear, and it was kind of disgusting. Like we had to actually rip stuff out. It was quite painful.
Oh my goodness.
Bunny!
But if it makes anybody feel better, that bunny came back to our house for months.
Aw.
We would see it out in the front yard, and it would just be like,
My tragic moment with a bunny was when it was Easter morning, and we come out, and our dog brought this big rabbit and left it at the front porch on Easter morning. We didn't have any eggs that day.
Happy Easter!
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. But the good news is there's more bunnies out there, so it's not the only
the
one.
worst birthday present was the one where the dog died the day before my birthday.
Oh. When you were talking about, the bunny stuck in your ear, it reminded me of the time that I had, my brother's hamster. I was playing with him, and he decided to bite my finger. He bit my finger, Charlie. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I bit my finger, and it hurt, and I went, oh! And he was still holding on to my finger, and it wouldn't let go. And so I blinked it across the room, and then some blood drew from it real quickly, and it landed on some paper, and it was kind of amusing because it was his coloring book, and it was one of those princess coloring books, and the lipstick, it was red, and it landed right on it just perfectly. So her lips are actually my blood. So, yes.
Was it Snow White? Please tell me it was Snow White.
No, it should have been. It was just one of those princess books.
Let's color with bodily fluids!
She had beautiful red lips.
Well, if you want to know a really sad story about hamsters, my sister had a gerbil.
We're going to depressing topics.
And
Moving
officially
on.
it's me. I'm going to sound really depressed.
Oh, the
or
time that she
something.
stepped on her gerbil.
No, okay, so the gerbil was
stepped
in
on it.
the little gerbil ball. So it's running around the living room, and everyone's like, oh, such a cute little gerbil, whatever. And then suddenly it got out of the ball.
Going on. Continue.
But so, anyway, so it's just rolling around in the little ball. and it got out of the ball. So my sister's on the ground, and she's crawling after it as fast as she can, because of course they scamper really quickly.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, it stopped, and she did not.
Oh my god. I'm not playing out that part.
Her knee came down on the poor thing's head.
Oh!
It was awful.
Why
and
are
she
we talking
cried
about such
really.
depressing, gruesome things? I'm sorry, it's probably my fault. I just began to talk about the dead.
Actually, it's my fault.
You started with the bunny. The bunny did it.
It's
always
always
the
to get us here. Such a dark place.
Actually, this started out being a happy video, I promise.
Sing happy song. Okay. No, as I said, you should start talking about the ducks, because like we need to go into something a little bit more happier. Because wasn't your mom like had?
Don't, because I have sad stories about ducks.
No, good
Yeah,
story.
it's a
Good
good
story
story.
about that.
It's a good story.
It's actually
It's
really,
very sweet.
it's really funny actually, because my mom and one of my aunts had ducks whenever they were younger, and my mom's duck's name was Steve, and my dad's name is Steve, and my aunt's duck's name was, I don't remember which aunt it was. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, I think my aunt's duck's name was Lindsay, and she married a Lindsay. No.
She married a Lindsay?
Yeah, Lindsay, boy named Lindsay.
Okay. Like, wait a second.
Awkward.
But I just realized it was the other aunt. So it was
Wrong name.
my mother has two sisters, and I can never remember which one had the duck, but it was the other sister that had a duck. And the
So
duck's name was
Lindsay
Eric.
married Lindsay.
Eric. So she got married to an
So
Eric.
she married an Eric. And
So-
my dad had a cat, and its name was Mandy, and my mom's name was Mandy. So like
Aww.
they all worked out, and it was like,
So people,
Sorry, I'm still trying to get over the fact that your mom's sister named Lindsay.
Well, no,
married a
her
guy
name is
named
Vicky.
Lindsay.
just one Lindsay.
Hey, Lizzie, what's the
One
duck's
Lindsay.
name?
Polly?
No, the other duck.
Holly,
That means I'm most likely gonna get married to Marcus.
Well, my boy cat's name
We
is
must name these ducks differently next time.
my,
How about Arthur?
No, I named the duck Anakin once.
Oh, Anakin was such a cute little kid. I had a crush on him when I was really young.
I
I was
did
old
too.
enough to have a crush on him.
I did too.
I think
Hey,
I
I know I'll get some ducks.